Hi everyone, Arkham Gamer here. Just wanted to, upload something for today specifically since it's the 10th anniversary of Five Nights at Freddy's, which seems a lot longer than that, but it's still shocking and surprising that this franchise has gone on for 10 years now. And to think that when this all started, I was still basically a teenager, and now I'm an adult. This is pretty, I don't know how to say it, but pretty odd and weird feeling. With like, geez, how many games at this point? More than 10? I can't think of the games out the top of my head of how many there are, but there's a bunch now. And with a movie released, dozens of books, and probably a gazillion videos of the theories and all that all over the internet. It's pretty shocking. This video is it's just unscripted, like most things I've uploaded so far with my voice. Sorry, just very nervous, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's been 10 years. It's been a very long journey for this franchise. And yeah, to think that this franchise almost never happened if it weren't for Scott, making another game after the criticism of his previous game, Chipper and Sons Limerick. If that wasn't criticized to hell and back, he probably wouldn't make this the first game, and by that, the ones following forward. But yeah. Yeah, sorry. I guess one of a memorable moment for me would have to be last year's release of the movie. Being able to go to the movies and see the other fans, I guess, and enjoy the movie that we've waited so long for, and actually, see something from start to finish happen. And something so small from like an indie game be a horror movie that I could see anytime I want now, with the theatrical release and the home DVD release and the Peacock streaming thing they did. At this point, I'm just talking nonsense, but yeah. To continue on to, I guess, memory lane, I guess, for the franchise. But I guess my favorite game out of the original Scott Cawthon ones would have to be the second one, honestly. Granted, it's not, I say, the best replaying it sometimes, but I do have the strongest memory towards that game, since that's when I was the most, I guess, more engaged with the fandom, and then everything that was coming out at the time. Whether it be the teasers teasing the second game, the theories, the videos, what have you, And yeah, and then not to mention game theory, his FNAF 2 theory, which in my opinion, one of the better, game theories he's had regarding FNAF. Have you? There are others, but those are that one in particular regarding the second game is my favorite overall, since has got the mentioned in his Steam post a while ago that 80 to 75%, I think it was, he said, of that theory was pretty much correct. And then the rest of it regarding other theories was kind of incorrect, but regardless, it's still a good theory for the newcomers to the fandom to watch and be like, okay, this makes sense, Unlike newer stuff, theories regarding the newer games and it confusing other people. In my opinion, most theories have been a lot confusing for new people, but personal opinions aside, again, this franchise has meant a lot to me. Being very young when the game came out, and then playing them, and then seeing every other game being released month after year, it's impressive to see how far this game went from just, oh hey look, Markiplier's playing this new game, we should check it out, and then to being being expanded to having movies, two VR games that have been, I believe, very successful in my opinion, and books, a trilogy of books, and then Goosebumps inspired books afterwards, and then a continuation of those for the newer games, and not to mention other studios coming along and making their interpretations of the franchise, essentially, with the VR games being by Steelwool, Security Breach, and then I guess as of recording this, which should be the actual anniversary date on August 8th, the new Intro-bit 8-bit game that's coming out today, or on Steam at least. Yeah, it's still shocking to see all of this coming to be. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty awesome. I just hope, like, going forward, the franchise can get bigger, essentially, and be in a spot where a lot more fans can come in and see and experience what essentially I experienced when I was younger, you know, or anything, my experience growing up, I guess. We're gonna, because not to mention the second movie's coming out next year. The new Steelwool game, The Secrets of the Mimic, coming out next year as well. July, I think they said. Movie in December, and then not to mention the Dead by Daylight and FNAF collaboration that's coming out next year too. So a lot more people are going to be able to experience this franchise in different aspects as a collaboration with a different game, movie franchise, and then sequel games going on. And I'm glad that most of the older games have been given a new how do I say this, new light, with new content creators coming out, playing the games, gaming games, like, you know, hey, go play them and all that, you know? And as I don't know, but what I'm trying to get at this is that I just hope that this franchise can keep going another 10 years and so on and so forth at the pace that it is right now, I guess. Because how it originally started off, it was going nothing but uphill. For like less than a year, 4 games were released within this first year. The first one being in August of 2014, second one in November, FNAF 3 in March, I believe, and then FNAF 4 in July. Within 1 year, 4 games were released, to more than half of them having mixed reception towards them. That being, in my opinion, FNAF 3 and FNAF 4. That being for gameplay and story-wise in their respective order. Which, again, this franchise has had its ups and downs, but without a doubt it has a lot more ups than there are downs. Especially with official games being a bit, you know, iffy with the storytelling, and then other people in the fandom being very, I'll just say very weird. But with those outliers out of the way, the bad apples, all of them, the franchise, the community itself, it's great. It's amazing. You know, they're not mean to other people. They're not rude. You know, they're all welcoming of new people coming in. And then not to mention the memes, the theories, the videos, the artwork. It's all amazing. And just seeing it, I'm just kind of like proud of it, I guess. I don't know. It's odd, for me at least. Or especially like expressing these feelings about the franchise and the community itself. And yeah, it's interesting at the very least to see it's been 10 years. Multiple games, the movies, all that within 10 years, when other like franchises like Marvel within 10 years for the MCU, multiple movies, like billions of dollars made, bought out by Disney, and then having multiple team ups and all that. And then with FNAF within 10 years, having expanded with a big community, multiple games, the movies, one officially out, being one of the highest grossing horror movies of 2023. The second one already in hot production, and then dozens of books, and having the Fazbear Initiative thing, where they have fans, very popular fan game creators, be essentially funded by Scott. All that happened within 10 years. And it feels odd comparing something like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I don't know why I mentioned them, to FNAF. One's a almost 80, 90-year-old company doing what they're doing, compared to Scott, who's, again, done this for a lot of years. FNAF for 10 years, and however many years additional for his game design. Whether it be Chipper and Sons, I think the Legend of Land, one of those other games he made, and then the Desolate Hope, which I still need to get the chance to play that. But soon enough, I'll probably get the chance to play that later on in my life. But without a doubt, Scott has done a lot within 10 years with this franchise. Inspiring fans to go make fan games, artwork, editing, all that, whatever it be. If anything, he has inspired me to do stuff in my personal life, like being able to go into drawing, stuff like that. And I guess, in other words, doing this YouTube channel, which I'm not gonna say like he's the sole inspiration of me getting back into my channel, working on it, but he's one of them. He's not the main one, but he's one of them. In this franchise itself, I just love and adore, and I just hope it just keeps going, inspires other people to do more great things, and so on and so forth. And I'm grateful I got to play these games. FNAF 1, 2, 3, 4, Sister Location, Pizzeria Simulator, Ultimate Custom Night, Help Wanted, Security Breach, Ruin. I haven't played Help Wanted 2 yet, but it's in my list of games to play. And then all the other stuff that was announced this week for the anniversary. The FNAF Racer game, Into a Pit. I'll have to play that as however way possible I can, because it's available on Steam right now. My laptop's pretty old, so I'll try to see if I can play that. and if I can record it or not. If not, then I'll just wait for the console release, which I'm not sure when it'll be released on consoles, but I do know it will be released soon. So, whatever that happens, and all that, I just want to say thank you, Scott, for all the years of FNAF. And I hope there's many more to come. And also, I'll be releasing another video today, a special one that I've been delaying. So keep an eye out for that, and see you all in the next one.